kill you. He shot at me. That's when I knew that the life I knew was ended, and I had to fight hard to stay alive. I had to find a place to hide. I was in a jungle for 100 days. I was hit with machetes. My journey, I didn't even know to this day how I survived the genocide.
Because everywhere you went, the slaughter was taking place. I'm sure you saw things that no one should see, certainly as a 14-year-old.
I remember the first time I took off running, I crossed the street. I almost fell in dead bodies. I remember seeing my neighbors laying there. And you know what was really sad is people you knew growing up, people who came to you, who pretended to be your friends, people who have really, you never done anything to them. They're the ones who came after you, and they knew who you were. They knew your what tribe you belonged to. And it was bad. It was so bad that when I took off running, the first place I went, it was at the airport. I went to the airport because I'm biracial, I'm mixed. I wanted to go back to Europe, to my grandmother. And I remember when I got there, everybody turned me down and nobody helped me.
Because they feared that they would be targeted simply because they helped you?
No, because I was seeking help and nobody helped me. Everybody turned me down, including UN. Basically, the world watched us dying, and no one did anything to help.
I had mentioned that in the opening segment, setting this up, that the world was watching all this going on, but nobody moved in to help. They were just going to kind of let it play out, and it's horrific to think that it happened that way. But you, as a child, in the midst of all of it, your concern is just day-to-day survival.
I had to fight. I had to fight hard because I remember how my father always told me that I was worthless, that I was stupid. In my mind, I wanted to show him how important and how intelligent I was. So I fought so hard to stay alive. I slept in sewers. I slept in trees during the night. During the day, I tried to find a place to hide wherever I could, wherever I felt safe, just to survive.
But everywhere you went, you saw more and more bodies, so you didn't see an end of it at that time. And you're still trying to find food, water, a place to hide. Neighbors are turning against neighbors. They're killing each other because they fear that either they might be linked to the other side if they don't. I mean, and you acknowledge that you were a blended child, as you say, a mixed race, or father, Black Tutsi, is that correct, who converted to Catholicism? Yes. Your mother was European, white Holocaust survivor from Romania. So you were a marked girl in so many ways.
Yes, I was actually a target because I remember one time I was hiding in the bushes, and this other woman came running, and she was desperate. She just lost her children, her husband, her house was burnt down. As soon as she saw me, she held me tight. She said, "I'm not going to hurt you. I'm one of you. Let's hide together." I remember the things I witnessed. That's why I'm here sharing my story, to help American people understand how good they have it here.
Yeah.
Do you imagine the first time I slept better? It was in 2008 after I moved here in the United States, because I felt so safe here. I felt like, if something happened, I will call 911. I will call police. I will call somebody to help me. Growing up, I didn't even have that. I didn't even feel safe in my own neighborhood. So
you were captured twice, but you got out. A third time, they dragged you onto a bridge with other women.
Yes.
And what happened?
So what happened is, the first time they caught me, I remember I met a stranger, saved my life. He gave me a device. If they catches me, you have to run. You're young, you can do this. You can survive. So the first time they captured me, I took off running. They chased me, but I was young and I was fast. And the second time they captured me, I remember I was locked up in a school. Then they marched me on a bridge with a lot of people. So basically, we were standing on Rhine. As soon as we got on a bridge, they would try to kill us. They would kill people and they would throw them off the bridge. And I was one of them. So I remember looking behind me, and I'm like, no, I'm not going to die today. I took off running. This guy grabbed me by my leg, and he dragged me back. After, of course, he shot me. He dragged me back, and I remember the first machete swing. He swung the machete towards my neck. I remember moving my head. That was the last thing I remember.
You have some physical scars, obviously, from the machete, bullet wounds, infections, broken limbs, but it's the inner side, too, that you would think, many of us would think, that as a 14-year-old that you have nightmares on a constant basis, but you basically made a promise to God if he would get you out of there, didn't you?
Yes, I did. I thought, okay, so after I survived all of this, I was in a wheelchair for 4 years. I didn't know if I was going to ever walk. I was angry. I didn't trust people. But